Welcome everybody. Thank you all for coming to this incredibly powerful, happy and sad time. When the board sat around trying to find out how we could honor Hank in, forever, this seemed like a really fitting place to name this building after him. He was about 16 years as executive director of Angel View. He served on the board for about 21 years. There was nobody who was more intimately familiar with the staff and the mission of Angel View. He was loved, so loved by the staff that, it just brings tears to your eyes when you hear the stories of this man. If there wasn't enough money to pay, he had the staff paid. He didn't worry. He donated wherever it was possible. He gave his time, his energy, his efforts. Hank exemplified the nonprofit service that he accomplished. Everything that it should have been. He was stubborn. He was funny. He was kind, generous, very intelligent. But most of all, he made sure that the clients of Angel View came first. That was his primary goal. And I'm here to tell you that doesn't happen very often with board members. It's not necessarily there. And he was our compass. When I was asked to take over the chair, I didn't want to. But he was pretty persuasive, and I said, well, you have to be there, because you know everything, you have all the institutional history, and you know that the most important thing is accomplishing Angel View's mission, to help those with disabilities to lift their fullest potential. And I don't know whether it was in board retreats or meetings when decisions were being discussed, none of us had that input that Hank could give us. And we would turn to him as our rock and our compass, and it always came down to the same thing. What is the best decision for our clients? What will help us fulfill their mission? And he is deeply missed by all of us here, I know that. But I think this is a fitting honor, and I also want to just give a little plug for Alice, because Alice was right there by his side. Very often I would need Hank for a quick lunch or something, and Hank didn't drive anymore. Alice would come, drop him off, come and pick him up, never join us for lunch, just always making Hank's passion possible. And oftentimes that takes a part. So Angel View recognizes and thanks you and your family for all of that. So I'm going to, we don't want to keep everybody in the heat, so I'm going to pass it off. Alice has requested that her son, Mike, read something that she has written. So, would you like to come up? Yeah, it's difficult without a microphone. I'm sorry. I hope you all can hear.
Well, I don't think anybody can follow that. Thank you very, very much for those very wonderful words.
They're true.
So this is my mom's writing here, right? What a great honor for Henry to have this building where he worked for so many years and which meant everything to him, dedicated to his memory. It was here for so many years before he got here, in fact, that Angel View had been a very important facility for polio patients and was known for the hot water mineral baths. That, thanks to Dr. Jonas Salk, who developed the vaccine and chose not to patent it or seek any profit from it in order to maximize its global distribution, polio has been largely eradicated by the 70s. Therefore, there were no new polio patients. At the time Henry came to Angel View in 1985, patients with a host of other ailments filled the beds and enjoyed the baths. However, finances were difficult, and it took Henry several years to help put Angel View back into good footing. To help him implement his goal of having every patient reach their full potential, Henry brought along two colleagues from his previous employ. One was Steve Melroy, the program director, and the other Jean Hinton as charge nurse. Both were dedicated to the needs of the patients. Henry was not only dedicated to the patients, but also to the staff. Several have told me they would not be where they are today if it had not been for his support and guidance. Many here know Henry as Hank, but I'm talking now, have always been more formal. That's a joke. But not as formal as our good friend Mary Mays, who always called him Mr. Kotzen. And he went by many other names too. I've even heard him called Mr. Angelview. I thought it was going to be more windy, so I thought I'd clip for it. He would have been so pleased and humbled to see you all here. Steve Melroy, Ruth Goodsell, and Vicki, the team that made life so much more fun with games, competitions, outings, and know not what. They gave it their all every day, helping to fulfill everyone's life expectations. They were especially excited when someone graduated to live more independently and in the community. And Bonnie Foster is here, who dreamt up devices to aid clients as they transition to more and more challenges. To the right here was my back entrance to his office. I remember when the clients painted the walls of the courtyard with elephants and castles and magic, and there was a big swing for the wheelchairs. The other door to his office was never closed. It was always open so everyone could come in at any time. It was in this office that the plans for the 6-bed facilities were drawn up and the construction drawings stored. I see some of Henry's friends here from the book room, the place he went every Monday after retirement to price donated books for sales for the College of the Desert's library. There are so many more people who helped Henry during his time at Angelview. Some unfortunately no longer with us. But I want to add that our two sons, Mike and Ben, of whom he has every reason to be proud, and how, like him, they believe in caring for other people as well. Like him, too, this building stands for care, caring for others, and dignity for all. Thank you, Angelview. Thank you for this great honor. Now, if I could just say a few words of my own. I know how much this place meant to him because we would hear the stories all the time. He loved the clients. He would tell us who was doing what. There was one Scott that he talked about all the time, and when new devices were invented that would allow people to utilize the skills they had, he was so happy when they were able to provide those devices to the clients. So he really, really loved this place, and he loved, as Carol much more eloquently than I already said, the clients and the staff and everybody he worked with. So thank you so very, very, very much on behalf of our family.
I'd like to introduce at this time a new face to you. Jay Sella has just joined Angelview's management team as Director of Operations. And since Patty, our Executive Director, our fearless Executive Director, who would love to be here, but she can't be here right now, so I'm going to turn it over to Jay to say a few words.
So these are Patty's words, and she told me if I read them as fast as she talked, I'd be done in 90 seconds. We'll see what I can do here. I'm so sorry to miss the dedication, and my thanks to Jay for reading my comments about Hank. Hank was a great mentor and a wonderful friend. It's hard to believe that he isn't with us anymore. When I took over as Angelview's executive director, Hank was the board member that always focused on program specifics, challenging staff and me to do the absolute best for our clients, and asking about the progress of individual clients in their efforts to become a little bit more independent. Anyone who talked with Hank about Angelview quickly realized how much he cared about the clients. Hank loved our residents, always wishing they were capable of moving back someday to be back with their homes, realizing that for most of them, that was not likely. Every time we walked through the day program, Hank would stop to talk with clients, and it didn't matter to Hank if they were unable to communicate. He still took the time to have a quiet conversation with each of them. Hank helped Angelview through many changes as the executive director, especially in the move from hospital setting to our residential setting. He enjoyed telling me about building Joel's house, our first 6-bed residence, and how he forgot to put windows in the plan. But Alice caught his mistake, and he always gave credit to Alice for for saving the day. Eventually, Hank built enough homes to depopulate the hospital. When the board decided to start Angelview Outreach, Hank became a strong advocate for the program, especially as it evolved and as we added services. The overall goal of providing support to families so they could keep children at home was very important to Hank. Even as an advocate of the program, Hank challenged us to keep evaluating our services to ensure we are meeting child and family needs. The last few years, I've had the pleasure, Patty had the pleasure, of driving Hank home after board meetings, and it truly was a pleasure. Some of the best discussions happened on those drives. Hank was always up to, Hank was always the one who was up on the world's events, so our discussions could be about anything and everything. I miss those drive time conversations. Over the past year, since we've been meeting over Zoom, I was unable to have those in person. In closing, please know that Hank was 100% dedicated to all things Angelview. For many decades, he and Alice were at every event. Hank was willing to be on every committee, and he called just to check in on how things were going, and he always checked in to see if I needed anything else. His dedication deserves to be honored, and I'm so pleased his memory will live on at the Henry Kotzen Center. God bless you, Hank. Your wisdom and wit, you are truly missed. Thank you. So, Mary, come on.
Gary and Cindy, two of our senior managers, will now have a few words.
I'll try.
Oh, yes. Okay, as probably many of you here don't know me, I am Mary. I started working here in 1993. 28 years ago, my journey starts in this building with Mr. Kotzen. I am not a public speaker, and though I am not going to run for the governor, but I'm going to say a few words because he was very important to me. Maybe this might sound like wrong English, but I hope you guys understand. So, Mr. Kotzen, I think he was not only my boss, he was my friend. And last night, I tried to write down what I'm going to say today, and I make like a few notes and pages, but this morning, I went to work with no pages, so I know he has something to do with that. Because he does, people appreciate everybody and recognize everybody, but he was so simple, he does not want to be appreciated or recognized. That was the kind of man he was. He hired me to be a housekeeper in housekeeping department. We had to keep this building clean because Hank was clean, Mr. Kotzen was clean and want to look nice all the time, and he wants the building to look nice when our clients wake up in the morning. This place has to be shine, otherwise will not work for him. So I love that. After my accident, he hired me to be in the office. I told him no because it would be hard for me. He said, why? Romanian numbers are not the same like English numbers? Okay, yes, they are the same. So I started working at the front desk with Mr. Kotzen and stay by his side and work together until he retired. And after that, we still become very, very good friends with him and Alice. I treasure his memories. One morning he walked in the building and I was at the front desk and he told me, he says, good morning, Mr. Kotzen. Your hair looks nice. I say, thank you. He says, what did you do? I say, I just washed it. Can you do more often? Okay, I'll do more often. He comes to my office all the time, not only to attack my candy jar. He likes sweets, but he wants to talk about everything what's going on. Mary, what's going on? So we talk all the time, talking about Angelview, how much, what we need to do for his clients, what we need to make it everything so our life could be, them life has to be better. He cares about our staff much. Actually, sometimes when I was doing payroll, he made my life harder too, because he made me do things which probably legally yes, but want to help everybody. That's what I want to say. So, and when I was frustrated sometimes, I say, "Oh God, please help me." And he, "Mary, I'm here. What you need?" I am the God. I love you, Mr. Kotzen. So, Mr. Kotzen, God rest you in peace. I know you don't want me to say that, but I'm going to say. I used to have a flower in my office all the time, and I did not know why my office started smelling. So I was like, why is my office smelling like this? And finally he confessed. He says, the coffee I drink with the milk, everything which is left over when you're not here, I put it there. I just love him, and I miss him so much. God rest him in peace. God rest him in peace. Thank you very much.
I've only been with Angel View for 7.5 years. I'm the program director for the residential side. On behalf of the staff and clients who we have here today, Hank has made great contributions to Angel View. His work will forever set the high standard of the care that we give today. Hank was a very giving person. When I came on board, he went on a tour with me, and in Joshua Tree, there's a beautiful big building full of junk, storage, junk, like a hoarder, junk. And I said, "Hey, why is this beautiful building just full of junk?" He said, "What do you want to do with it?" I said, "Paint it beautiful, make it a gathering where the clients can come in, especially in the summer, and we can paint and watch movies, everything." "Go ahead, doll, do it." He was all about the clients. That's what his heart and soul was, truly about the clients. This building, this is the heart of Angel View. This is where everything started. So it is only fitting that this building be named in his honor. And it was a great privilege to know him and to get to be mentored by him. Thank you for sharing him with us, Alice.
We have some water here now if you need water, but we're gonna retreat in a couple of minutes for some more refreshment. Now, Gary, City Councilor from the City of Desert Hot Springs.
Thank you. It's very nice to see everybody out here on this beautiful Friday afternoon. On behalf of the mayor and the entire City Council, the City of Desert Hot Springs, we're very happy and honored to have Angel View here in our community. It is the largest employer in the City of Desert Hot Springs, believe it or not. And they are a major part of our community. They started here. We're standing where the original hospital still stands and where the whole thing started, and to watch it grow and know that it's been part of the history and of the community of Desert Hot Springs for so many years is a wonderful, wonderful thing. So I won't eat up anybody's time. We just wanted to say congratulations. It's a wonderful honor for Mr. Kotzen and his family to have this historic building named in his honor, and we are looking forward to a long and fruitful relationship with the folks of Angel View who started here. We're very happy to have them. Thank you so much.
Next is Rebecca Rizzo from the Greater Coachella Valley Chamber of
Okay, so
Commerce. She's going to have the board members and the Kotzen family come up for the official ribbon cutting.
Come on up. I also wanted to say congratulations. I'm also on the board of directors for the Coachella Valley History Museum, and this is very historical, so thank you for everything you do.
And Bob,
Come on up, guys.
come on up. Yeah, thank you.
I will need two people on the end to pull the ribbon. So if you pull that side, Velcro it in. And then I'll need someone to pull this side. It's not that long. Thank you. Okay, so what's going to happen, this is heavy. So I need you to understand these are heavy scissors right here, okay? You're going to want to hold them open. We're going to want them this way. So the bottom, the big one on the bottom, and the small one on the top. See how heavy it is? You guys, someone want to help her? We're going to go ahead and put this in here. Get a little close, pull a little top to that little. But now you see how it feels. That was a good, that's always a good test run, you guys. Always. Okay. Okay. Okay, you guys have to look really pretty and really happy and really excited. Okay, it's all energy, you guys. Ready? Okay. Oh! So sorry. Okay. Okay, and I'm in my place right here. You guys ready? It is very heavy. Okay, on the count of 3, guys. Okay, you ready? 1, 2, 3. Yay! There you go. I know they're dangerous.